Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. What's up guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert, do your own research. Alrighty, so today let's just go through some charts and check out some levels. The overall premise of this video is really just like, is the bottom in? Is the bear market over? Is this all we're gonna have? I mean, the honest truth is that nobody probably actually knows, but I think that the bottom is not in myself. I think that there is still probably more pain to go. And even if this is the overall short-term bottom, then I think that you're still going to get a chance for lower than current levels. So what I mean by that is even though price is currently at 17.5K, I still think that price will go back down to the 16Ks. Even if this is the overall bottom, you're still going to get an entry around the 16Ks, in my opinion. So here are some levels. I marked all of them yesterday. Obviously, the first level would just be like 20K. That one's obvious. That one's broken right now, clearly. If we get some sort of miraculous, I don't know what would be the catalyst. Maybe like BlackRock or someone saving FTX and just like buying everything. Maybe that would just send us all the way back up to 20K. I have no idea. And it's unfortunate because I think that because of this FTX event, I don't think that Bitcoin would have necessarily have done what it did given the current macro environment. But it is what it is at this point. Maybe all of these tokens and Bitcoin would have gone here eventually, but I didn't think that it would go in this way. Anyways, with that said, 20K seems broken. The only way that it would get back up to that level, in my opinion, and get save the weekly would be if something like, as I said, someone bought FTX and everything got saved and all customer deposits got saved and all that other stuff. So the next level up I was looking at was 16K, which just got tapped recently, as you guys just saw the last 48 hours. And we're seeing a decent bounce right now. But it's to be determined if this is the actual bottom. As I said before, I'm still fairly cautious, and I'm still of the opinion that it's probably not the bottom, to be frank with you. But I do believe that the bottom overall, it takes a long time to form. So if you look historically speaking, like older charts, especially like 2018, 2019, we saw this like bouncing down all throughout 2018, one final flush from 6K to 3K in 2018, and then a several month long accumulation period. So what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that generally speaking, bottoms take a long time to form. Like, you have a long time to accumulate. You have a long time to just sit on your ass and do nothing. So when price is doing something like this, that's the point when you can just go ahead and just chill out. Until that time, there are going to be bear market opportunities, and there were bear market opportunities here as well. But if you look back at some of these old charts, as I said, it just takes a long time for bottoms to form, typically speaking. The obvious anomaly was the March 2020 crash, where there was lots of liquidity injected into the market and price V-shaped up. Now, do I think that's going to happen? I think it's unlikely. This was a quote-unquote black swan event, but nobody knows how the contagion is going to look like, and nobody knows what's the overall damage is going to look like either, what funds or what coins have to be liquidated. So everyone's just kind of really uncertain, but there are a lot of trading opportunities right now if you have the overall balls to step into the market. Now, what are we looking at the last several hours? We're seeing like really nice buyback, and we're seeing this across altcoins too. Like Matic is up like 40% or something, and it's really impressive to see the buyback on that one. And some other tokens too. You're seeing a lot of tokens that are up 20% or whatever. But is this the overall bottom? Like, I find it unlikely, to be frank and honest with you. I just think that like, yes, there was a lot of selling yesterday. Yes, FUD was insane. Yes, the market sentiment was god awful yesterday. But I just find it unlikely that this was the quote unquote bottom. I think that, as I said, if this is in fact the bottom, then I think it's going to look something like this, where, you see it like maybe you can go a little higher like this and then come back down 16Ks and then tons and tons of volatility. But every single kind of local bottom, like, so for instance, look at this here back in 2021, in May, June, July, we saw this big flush, tons of volatility, and then a slow grinding pattern over the next several months. And then obviously we rebounded, hit all-time highs. It is possible that we see something similar to that, but I just think it's unlikely at this point in time. And I think it's just better to stay really fluid with your ideas and assume that more damage is yet to come and more pain is coming. I don't know what the bottom, as I said, what the bottom number is going to look like or when. Maybe it's like 14K. And like the thing is that FTX is really just like one of the big catalysts with it. There's still macro to be considered. There's still a lot of other stuff, externally that is going to be considered. Like, what if other exchanges are insolvent? What if like KuCoin goes under? What if Huobi goes under? These are like big exchanges with lots and lots of money, and lots of customer funds. So I think it's really important just to really be careful of some of these external factors that really nobody can control, and really consider how much money you actually leave on exchanges. It does appear that Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, those are like fine U.S. exchanges. Exchanges like Binance are probably safe, I would assume, but nobody really is truly knowledgeable about all of these things. So you just need to be really careful, in my opinion, overall, with regards to how much money you leave on exchanges, just because, who knows like how many of them are solvent or insolvent or whatever. Don't know yet. Anyways, we are looking at a quick reversal right now, and there is a very strong buyback. Lots of volatility. You do see, one nice thing is that you do see a lot of volatility at local bottoms, and we have seen massive volume spikes. We saw this across the board, no matter what exchange, just like heavy volume, and that is usually, like, if you take a look back on the daily volumes, and this is Coinbase chart, there's obviously other charts that are very important too. I'm sure if I pull up the Binance USDT chart, I mean, there's like heavy volume like coming out here. And again, like, the thing is, you generally do see a lot of volume at the bottom, but it is to be determined if this is like the actual quote unquote bottom. Like, again, I'm still of the opinion that there's more pain to come, but I don't know what it's going to look like. And it's certainly possible we just get continue to have a bear market rally, where we go back up and then we come back down. Either way, I do believe that like the 16Ks are going to come again. I don't believe that this is just like going to V-shape up. If it V-shapes up, and that's because something big externally happened, meaning that FTX got purchased by some big entity or something like that. But other than that, I think that it's unlikely for that to happen. So, if you are bullish right now, if you do think that alts are going to just like recover, it is important to note that the numbers macro-wise they're pretty decent today. So like equities in general probably like have short-term bottomed. So the overall environment for crypto to do well is the formula is there, and there are some inefficiencies from a TA standpoint to fill out. Like maybe like this goes up, as I said, even to like 19K, certainly possible. But if this is, I don't believe that this is the quote unquote bottom myself. I just don't know what the contagion is going to look like, and I think that it's really best to just be very it's just best to be very, very cautious right now and just save your liquidity as much as you can, because every dollar spent today is worth 5 or 10x that in the future, if you do believe that crypto is a very bullish thing, which I personally do. I still believe in this industry, and I think that it's still going to be okay. But, you know, it's still going to take a lot of time for that. So with that said, you know, this is like the swing low area from before, like the former low, and prices potentially having a bearish retest. What would make me change my bias is if price was able to go and range back within this 18 to kind of 20K area. If we saw this 18 to 20K, like if price just comes back up here and trades solidly in this range, like maintains above 18.5K, then it is possible that this was the bottom. But I would have to see a reclaim of that area first, and just, you know, for price to really reclaim that before even feeling remotely comfortable. For now, this is just another bear market. It's kind of just like a mean reversion play where price, you know, went down significantly yesterday or the last few days, and then now is coming back a little bit. But again, it's too early to call if this is the bottom or not. I'm still of the opinion that it is not. I do believe that you should keep your trades short, you should keep your stops tight, and you should really be careful if you are actively trading. But if you are actively trading, then you probably either know what you're doing or you are a degenerate. So good luck to you either way. Anyways, I'll keep doing some other updates and watch these videos, and be safe out there.